All right, we are now live. What's up, Grand Rising, everyone? It's
And
is
rising.
it's Friday, November 3rd, 2023, and it's all about passion and purpose today. I am your co-host today, Lolly. And you're saying co-host. Well, who is the other host? Well, Queen Aduni is our founder of Elizabeth and also usually our co-host, but she has a special engagement today because it is her anniversary weekend. Y'all give it up virtually. Woo! All right. So with that being said, we don't want to mess up any of that. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. And so with that being said, we're gonna let her live. All right. Also today we have some wonderful people in the chat, and I do definitely want us to start off real quick before I play our favorite song, which you'll know is our favorite song in a second. But I would love for us to just share one thing that happened yesterday or last night that allowed us to feel like we were walking in our purpose. One thing that happened yesterday, it could be yesterday morning, it could be yesterday afternoon, it could be right before you went to sleep. One thing that allowed you to know that you were walking in your purpose.
Oh, goodness, Lolly, you and your questions. My gosh.
I think I can share. I think I was ready for Lolly question.
Okay.
I'll share. Something that happened to me. I did our Course of Miracles last night, and I realized that my life right now is in such a place of peace that that is aligned to my purpose and my assignment. And just having that place of peace was it's unknown to me, but it feels familiar and known, if that makes sense. So that's something that happened to me last night, was just coming to the realization and that release that I do not need to be in chaos or to control the chaos to feel, peace or in me. Like I could just be me. So that's what happened to me last night.
Awesome. Thank you, Ebony. Kicking us off with good energy.
Well, I'll piggyback on Ebony. The Course in Miracles last night helped me to realize that I have been fighting doing the work because I'm used to being a free spirit and doing what I want, when I want. But having to buckle down and actually do the work is something new. And I'm very proud of myself to have gone this far since February. And we only got 4 more months. And actually, yeah, I've committed to it, and I'm already committed to the next session. Because I realized it was funny. We were talking last night, and we were talking about, oh yeah, you're not, being spiritual is on your checklist. So check, you've done that. No. It's an ongoing thing. You will do it from now until till you are no longer of this physical body and beyond. So yeah. Yeah, it made me realize I had to get serious and study. I said, shoot, I'm out of high school, long time. No, it don't work like that.
You in Earth School, Mama Evelyn. It's Earth School.
It's Earth School, yes.
Thank you, Mama Evelyn.
Well, mine didn't happen last night. It happened last week.
Okay.
I believe I said before that I've been, and I shared this last week in the Course of Miracles class, that a lot of you know that I've been wanting to leave here ever since I got here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still here 67 years later. So, since then, I've given myself over to God completely and totally. That's what I said. I told him. And so I'm just, having a really good day. And I get these chest pains, pretty bad chest pains. And so I said, really, God, you're gonna take me out now? After all the stuff that you done showed me, after all the things that you told me you needed me to do, and now you're gonna take me out of here? Whereas before I gave myself over to God, I would have said, yeah, 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 I'm ready, I'm ready to go. That is not what I said this time. So that was a breakthrough for me, that I'm okay with staying here and doing what I came here to do.
Good. It's good. It's good. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. I am not exempt. All right. So, something that happened yesterday. I think it's a daily thing for me because I know a lot of people always wonder, like, what do you do? Like, I work with the kids, but I also do so much. About after 11 o'clock, my day is just like, like next thing, meeting, do this, da da da, go here, perform here, model here, da, da, da. Like, it's literally like crazy. And then I get home at like midnight or later. So yesterday, in my just moving around and doing what I usually do, I think one of the things that's most fulfilling is when I work with the youth, especially when I work with them with music. And I see them like brighten up when they start to express themselves, even when they're not writing, even if they're just like we were going through some of their favorite artists' song lyrics. And for the older group, I allow them to pick whoever artist that is, whatever song that is, I allow them to do that because I want them to fully be able to walk in who they are and what they like, and without them feeling like I'm pressuring them to be any other way or stopping them from expressing themselves fully. So we were going through song lyrics and I was having them find their favorite parts and highlight things and all of that stuff and talk about it in the industry. And just watching them really just open up and share those parts that really stuck with them or what they really resonated with. Or like really, I had a group, it was like 10 or 12 all in there at the same time I'm trying to work with. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot because teachers work with 30 kids a day, but this is a different type of work. It's not just here's what we learn. Like this is really like, what are you hearing? What are you sharing? And so that was something that just showed me that my impact is huge, and how I carry myself and how I work with the youth is at least in this capacity right now, it's really important because I'm literally changing the game because I don't know who of those youth is going to come out and actually like be an artist for real, or like really take those skills elsewhere. And it just was showing me that I'm walking in my purpose because they needed that. If I wasn't there, they wouldn't get that until they found someone else, or they might get someone. If I wasn't there, they might have hired someone who maybe couldn't really do the job fully and didn't give those youth what they needed. So again, I'm always just grateful for that. So yeah, that was a long-winded answer, but cool. All right. So quick little breaky break. So the secret is, I know we're the first few people on here. The secret is whenever someone comes on today, they have to answer. They have to answer that question about something that happened relatively recently that allowed them to know that they were walking in their purpose. Okay, so y'all know if anyone comes in here, remind me. All right. With that being said, real quick, let's just hop into our favorite song. I know we're recording, but we might have to cut this out later. But this is our favorite song, and I really appreciate yesterday what Reverend Amani was saying when she was saying to put your glasses on, because we only gonna see God and speak God and all that, right? So, with that being said, I like to set the tone, and we'll set it with our favorite song.
Spirit, Spirit, over me. Spirit, Spirit, over me. Spirit, Spirit move me. Spirit lead me. Spirit move me. I wanna know you more. Move all over my life. Spirit move me. Spirit teach me. Spirit move me. Spirit lead me. I wanna know you more in my life. Spirit move me, Spirit teach me, Spirit lead me, Spirit move me. I wanna know you more in my life. Spirit move me, Spirit teach me, Spirit lead me, Spirit move me. Yeah, I wanna know you more in my life. Spirit, move over me. Spirit, I wanna know you more. I wanna know you more. Mighty God. Spirit move me, Spirit teach me, Spirit lead me. I wanna know you more, know you more. In my life, in my life, in my life. Spirit move me, Spirit teach me, Spirit lead me. I wanna know you more. Know you more. Ooh, Spirit teach me, Spirit lead me, Spirit move me. Move me in the direction you want me to go. I'm your disciple, I'm your disciple. Move me, Spirit. All over my life. Move, Spirit. Spirit, move. Move, Spirit. Move in my life. All over my life. Move in my life. Lead me, teach me. I need your guidance. I'm lost without you. Spirit move me. Spirit teach me. Spirit lead me. I wanna know you more.
for the love of
Yeah. The song.
Yes, yes, yes. I said it's our favorite song. I had heard it before, and then I remember Mama had sent me that song. And it was at a time where I needed to hear it even more. So it just became something I listened to, and everybody, Elizabeth was listening to it, and everybody just listened to it all the time. And it's like it don't have many words. That song, if you actually were to like say how
Yeah.
many words is in the song, there's not many words in the song,
Mm-hmm.
but it speaks volumes.
Yes.
Yes, I hope he does very well in life. Um, so beautiful. While we were listening to that song, I did throw some questions in the chat. I'm not going to ask you to answer these at the moment, but later on, I would like to come back to these if possible. Some of those questions include how does spirit move in your business or in your goals? How does spirit lead in your passion and purpose building? What ways does spirit answer questions as you walk in your purpose? And what motivation does spirit provide on your journey? So those are some questions that I would like you to kind of marinate on because I do want to come back to that later. So marinate on those. But in the meantime, I want to push on forward. So with that being said, last week we were talking about marketing and I wanted to get just a little bit deeper into it. And so it'll be the same process as last week where, we were talking and creating as we were going. And that's probably the best for me right now. Because I would love to do so much more. And I just have not quite been able to make the time to do more separately. So we're going to do it together. But I got my handy dandy notes so that we can go through it. So we'll start with that. Just to kind of give you itinerary. We're going to start with that. We're going to review what we were talking about last week. We're going to add a little bit more about what we're talking about this week in regards to marketing. We're still in the same chapter of this book. In case you wanted to know, I'm not pulling this out of nowhere. And after we go through it, there will be some interactive portions where I do want to ask and see where y'all are at within your marketing spaces, within your businesses and ideas and the things that you have. And then, of course, we're going to come back to those questions. So let's get to it. All right. Let's see here. All right. So one of the things that's really important, I want us to just kind of put our head presently where we need to be when it comes to marketing. Unfortunately, marketing is work. It is the administrative stuff that we don't want to do sometimes. But we can utilize different concepts and theories to really, philosophies in marketing to help us push whatever it is that we want to push. But first, we need a little bit of motivation. So I got one more thing to share with you, and then we're going to get into this marketing. If you're ready, I know it's early, but if you're ready, somebody say motivation.
Motivation.
Okay, I was waiting. I was a little nervous. I was like, oh, shoot, we still asleep. We still asleep. All right, cool. All right, so let's get some motivation. Nobody motivates better. Well, there probably is somebody who motivates better, but nobody motivates better than this guy. So when I was at Michigan State, there was a guy, his name is Eric Thomas. I'm sure you've heard of him, and he's be like, go for it, work, you got this. Okay. So he charges top dollar to motivate and inspire others, right? But when I was at Michigan State, because I believe he went to Michigan State, who used to offer free it was a segment, I think it was like a few weeks or whatever, where he came in and gave free inspirational speeches to the students, and I did not take them for granted. I only went to about 1.5, and I wish I would have went, but I wasn't in the headspace to go. But I appreciate it now. So I appreciate the seed that was planted. So everything that we do is a seed that's planted. There's no pressure to do anything or change anything. But if you feel like you and Spirit had a conversation and it's time for you to get motivated so that you can do the work and you can see the dollars and you can see the whatever you're desiring from your business and your goals, then that's what we need to go. So I'm going to motivate with this.
You shouldn't feel guilty. It's your turn. It's your time.
You've blessed everybody else. You've set everybody else for success. You've compromised you for them, and look where you are. It's time for you. And so for a lot of you, you're not doing nothing because you don't have any purpose right now. You don't have a sense of purpose. You're not waking up for nobody. And I need you to get that engine. I need that drive, because you know what to do. You're the right person to do it, but you just can't seem to get out of bed. You can't seem to do what you're supposed to do. Every time you come up against a trial or a tribulation, you let it stop you. You gotta find your why, and your why is what's gonna start you. And the problem with some of you in this room, you don't have no drive. You ain't got nothing pushing you. You ain't got no reason for waking up in the morning. You ain't got no reason for pushing past that pain. You have no reason. You better find one before you get out of here today. You better go inside. You still looking outside for the stuff that's already inside. You still looking for someone to save you when you already your superhero. You looking for some information from somebody when you already got what you need in your head. It's just time for you to get up and be the best version of you. It's not an option. And the reason why some of you are not where you're supposed to be, you've given yourself an option. You've given yourself an out. You've given yourself an excuse. You've given yourself room not to do it. But you have what it takes. Give me some energy. I can. I will. I must. Come on, I can. Come on, I will. I must. I can. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. I can means I have the ability to do it. I got what it takes. I have the ability to do it. I will. I have the willpower to make it happen. I must. My wife needs me. I must. My son needs me. I must. My daughter needs me. We can, we will, and we must get through this. Let's go. I want to ask you a question, seriously. This is going to be hard, because some of you young and you like still worried about what people think about you, so you don't want to be honest in front of people. I want you to think about what level you want. Are you giving 90, 80, 70? Let's see what I'm saying for a minute. Because I gave everything I got. I have no more to give. Like, I really put 120 into this. So raise your hand if you're giving 120. Like, I ain't got no more to give, E. E, I'm giving 100, E. I know I'm just doing at least what Coach want me to do. I'm doing everything Coach want me to do. I'm giving about 90%, E, I'm gonna be real. I'm giving about 90%. Let me see your hand. Of my effort, let me see your hands. I'm giving about 80%. Let me see your hand. 70%. Let me see your hand. I need you for you to admit where you are. What is it gonna take for you to give every single thing you got? What is that gonna take? It's consistency. And so I gotta go to bed at a certain time. I gotta wake up at a certain time. There's certain things I can't eat, certain things I can't watch, certain things I can't do. And I'm talking about that grind. I got an opportunity, you got an opportunity. So here's the deal. When you have an opportunity, why would you give 80% when you have an opportunity? Somebody answer that for me. Y'all talk. Why would you give 80%, 70%? Why wouldn't you always give 120%? This right here, for a lot of y'all ain't got no discipline, it's killing you. It's killing you. And you don't even realize it's killing you. It's killing you. If you're not giving 120, I'm not mad at you. My job is not to dog you out, because once we go back out, my goal is to come here and take you to that next level. From today on, you play whatever your best game is, you play that level every single time. It doesn't mean you're gonna score every time, but the effort has it. You can always give 120% effort. Life gonna go on regardless. Mental toughness. It is in those times we have to be stronger than we've ever been before. Why? Because they need us more than they ever needed us before. I just want to make sure that the life we got left, that is sweeter than the life that if I wasn't focused and I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. And we're going to make it the best possible. It's your life. You got it. What you going to do with it? I want to ask you a question, seriously. How many of y'all in this room, you like, yo, E, it is my life, but I ain't been in control of it as much as I should be in control of it, and after the day, I'm taking more control of it. Let me see your hand, be honest with me. Come on, let me see your hands. And so you looked up to who when you played ball? Like, who were the people you looked up to? Kobe. LeBron. CP. D-Wade. Kobe. I was the same thing with me with Dr. Martin Luther King. In Washington, like all those people, I got a dream. When I saw Malcolm, like, boom. And I saw hundreds of black men, boom. Like, let's go. I'm like I could do that. And then when I found out I could make money doing it and I could take care of my family, I was like, showtime. Like, you only got one shot, E. So hear what I'm saying. Opportunity. You have an opportunity of a lifetime. When you understand you have an opportunity, you play a little different. Here's what I want to tell you. If you're going to get it, you're going to have that dog. You're going to have that dog. You're going to have to be that dude that say, I'm not just going with skills. There's a one type of dude who feel like because he's gifted that it's just an automatic road for him. Let me tell y'all something. You are gifted, but you better humble yourself. You got skill and you got will. Two total different things. You were born with certain things, but to get to the next level, and not just get to the next level, to stay at the next level, you gotta have will when you get to that next level. So when you play, you have to compete. It's sports, it's basketball. Why wouldn't you give 120%? Talk to me. What would make you not give 120%? You gotta answer it. You play that level every single time. It doesn't mean you're gonna score every time, but the effort has it. You can always give 120% effort. You can't dictate if the ball gonna always go in. You can't dictate what kind of game you're gonna have. You can't dictate how your body is gonna respond to moving around. But you can dictate your what? You can dictate your good. You can dictate your, you can always give 120% effort. Like, here's the deal. When y'all go play tonight, tomorrow, my goal is for you to go 120. So you're gonna have the right people in here helping y'all, but if you giving me 70, 80, 90, you ain't giving me 120, you're not gonna get out of this experience what you're supposed to get out. That's my job. Why don't you always give 120% effort? It's your turn.
All right, we back. It's your turn. It is your turn. I know I'm loud. Hey, I know. Hey, rise and shine. Rise and shine. All right, so a couple things we got out of that real quick before we get into marketing, because I know, like I said, this is the admin. This is the part that people don't really want to be getting on into, but it's a part of the game that we playing in this beautiful game of life where we kind of trying to show what we're doing, show the gifts that we have. Something that he said was, thank you, Mama Head. Something he said was skill and will, right? And so we have skills, we have talent.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
I want you to bring that energy on Thursday, god dang it. What
I'm
the
serious.
hell is going on? The hell? You don't even hear from your ass. Not a day we screaming at people. Oh, hell to the nah. You should have never showed me that. What the hell? Okay, that's all I gotta say. No, you done let the cat out the damn bag now. Every day I got to go, Lolly, what you think? And she over there holding on to the goods and ain't spilling them. That's some BS all day.
Rev, you created that. You created that.
Girl, I want to know who talking before we get to what we got. I want to know who talking this morning, because hell to the nah. Ooh, I can't take it. Okay.
I love y'all for real.
Oh, calm it down now. Calm it down. Okay, but what I got out of that talk is bring 120 to everything that you're doing. I got that. Bring 120 I don't care whether you got it or you don't got it. What's going on? Bring 120, and everything is an opportunity. Opportunity. That's what I got.
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Yes, everything is an opportunity. I mean, the fact that we are even alive right now, breathing,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it's opportunity. It's opportunity to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
And I like what Reverend Money yesterday. You said we were talking about doing the work, but you know we have to consult. We got to have a little consultation. Got a little consultation with Spirit. Hey, what work am I supposed to be doing right now?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. I
Yep.
like that. Yep. So once we had our consultation, once we got our consultation, we need to go ahead and put that effort in, because if we're really saying like, okay, this is the work that, this is the gift that I've been given to share. This is my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go in 50%, like that's your purpose, baby. That's your purpose. I'm talking to me too. I'm not even just talking to you. I'm talking to me. Talking to me. So yeah. But something else he said in that video is there's a skill and there's a will, and that goes into the same thing. There's skill, we have talents, we have gifts, we have all these beautiful things that we've just been given, we've been blessed with. Okay, great, we got it. What's your willpower? What you doing? What you doing with it? Because we find ourselves, I find myself, I'm around sometimes people who find themselves in situations where they're like, well, I look at my resume, look at all this stuff I got. And it's like, good. Okay. Now, how are you actually using that to push you in your endeavors? Given that they're aligned with Spirit. But yes. All right. So, something that I want y'all to remember is I can, I will, I must. Mama had put it in the chat. So whenever you got a moment, I can, I will, I must. Okay. Whenever you feel like, it's not working out for you, it's okay. I can, I will, I must. You must succeed. You got to succeed. You're placed here to succeed. You got this. You can. You have the ability to. You will.
Ooh. And the other part, oh, I'm sorry, I got excited. The other part to go, I can, I will, I must. What goes with that is I'm willing, I'm ready, willing, and able.
Yep. Exactly. There's a necessity for you. And I really, if we can all look at ourselves as in our gifts as necessities and not just like, I just have this in my back pocket. Like, no, this is, you literally have this gift for a reason. So with that being said, I think I hope that we are full of energy now, because we're going to get into this marketing portion. And so let's do it. Let's work together on this. Where is my screen for the marketing? I be having 3,000 tabs open, y'all. All right. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen again. And this time, all right, so I'm gonna briefly go over what we were talking about last week. And then we're gonna add more onto it, because I know not everybody was here in the beginning portion of it, and that's really the basis of it. So let me zoom in. Where's my zoom in? Oh, let me bring this up a little bit. All right, so we have marketing 101. Last week we talked about marketing. I kind of showed y'all, but is anybody able to tell me what marketing is on a definition level? What is marketing? What is marketing? What is marketing? Anybody know? Anybody? Promotion. Okay. Okay. I got somebody said promotions. Okay, I'm gonna go on. All right. So last week people said ads, promotion, digital or physical flyers, wearable logos, and art. Those are things that can be used in your marketing plan. Yes. Marketing itself is though the process by which companies engage with customers and build strong relationships in order to capture value from consumers in return. So remember, basically this is just saying, this is me. I have a skill, I have a business, I have a talent, and I'm going to build relationships with people who want to utilize that skill, that business, that talent, and what I'm going to get in return is value. What that value looks like is up to me. You decide. Do you want money? And most people do. So that might be the value you get. Do you want exposure? Which people love to pay an exposure. But you want exposure? That might be the value you get from it. Do you want connections? Do you want a network? Do you want people who can intern for you? Whatever your value is, you decide what that is. And you have that intention from the start. But make sure that you are creating those relationships. That's the only way that's going to happen. That's what marketing is your relationships. All right. So in order to understand really what marketing is, you have to understand what a market is. Does anybody remember what a market is? Wild guess, wild guess. What's a market? You put in the chat too. You don't have to say it, but you can say it. I appreciate both. A market is
to obtain a product or
Service.
Okay,
Product
yeah.
or service.
All right. So that you're giving a product or a service, that's your market offerings, which we'll get into in a second. But the actual market is your buyers of those products or services.
Okay.
Yeah. But that was good. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna actually add that now. Do I have it down here? Oh, I do have it down here. But yeah, your market offering is your products or services. Or yeah. Okay. So we got your market. You know what marketing is? Okay, so market is the people who gonna work with you, right? Marketing is your process of creating those relationships with the people that's gonna work with you. Okay, boom. All right, so remember the marketing process is 5 steps that are gonna be expanded upon more. We started talking about 1 and 2. But we're gonna briefly review those, and then we're gonna go deeper into some of the other ones because they get deep. All right. So the first one is understanding the marketplace and the customer wants and needs. We'll explain what wants and needs are in a second, but you need to understand what the customer wants and needs. If you're making something that nobody wants and nobody needs, there's no point. Or is it? I don't know. You decide that for yourself. I don't know. I'm not gonna go that deep because my brain just did a little. Anyway. 2, design a customer value-driven marketing strategy. Okay, so it reminds you the customer value-driven. So yes, of course, you have values and you will put that into your product or your service, of course. Also, going back to understanding the customer wants and needs, though. So if you're not allowing the customer to feel valued in what you're offering, then it's not really going to work. But that's why you create that strategy. 3 is to construct an integrated marketing program that delivers superior value. All right, so the difference between designing a strategy and constructing an integrated program is just that. You are integrating what it is that you've strategized into how you are promoting your products and working with your people, your partners, your customers, whatever. All right. 4, engage customers, build profitable relationships, and create consumer delight. So now at this point, you have your market offerings, which is your products or services. You have your market, which is the people, the actual consumers, right? And you've already started creating those relationships. But at this point, you're building profitable relationships. So now it's like, hey, you know about my product. You got through 1 through 3 when you're telling somebody, hey, you know about my product now. But when you get to 4, that's when you're actually engaging them in it. Hey, what do you like about the product? Do you appreciate this? Okay, I've got this for you. Does this work better for you? This is cool. Are you able to, is this affordable for you? Is this more like, what's the value in this? And then you're able to make more money off of it. They give you money. You're like, oh yeah, now we're building, we're connecting because you feel like I understand you as a consumer and you like what I have to offer. So we're exchanging right now. We're exchanging. I'm getting the coins or whatever I value and you getting whatever you need or want. Boom. And so that is consumer delight. They are happy with you. All right. 5 is capture value from customers to create profits and customer equity. Okay, so this capture value from customers part is also important not only for the money, because yes, you're creating profits, but also you want to capture value in other ways. And this is where we get into the social media marketing and everything else, because you can capture value in a lot of different ways. We good? We good? We in a good space right now? We in a good space? We on the same level?
Yeah. Yep, we good.
Okay, we good. We good. We good. Just had to check in. Boom. All right. So going back to number one, we started talking about this last week. Understanding the marketplace and consumer wants and needs. Okay, so we talked about what needs are. Wait, I showed y'all already, but if you didn't see it, can you tell me basically on a basic level what a need is versus what a want is?
A need is something that people have to have, and a want is something they desire.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
They want because they sometimes people want stuff because they saw other people with it too.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Okay. Yeah, that was good. The way that the book describes it is needs causes states of felt deprivation when absent. For example, food. So if you don't eat food, and you know your body needs nutrition, and you're not eating food, you're gonna feel very deprived. You're gonna feel that, and it's gonna hurt a little bit sometimes, unless you're doing it purposely and training your mind and doing some other things. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. But for the most part, there are things you need, like food, like water, and if you don't have it, your body don't like that too much. You feel it. A want is a need shaped by the culture and the personality. So like Mama Het was saying, you might see somebody got something and you're like, ooh, I like that. Like you might need gloves to keep your hands warm, so you could just get the dollar store gloves. But somebody over there has the gloves with the leather and the fur and with the little touch point tips, so you can still use your phone. That's a want. That's a want. You don't necessarily need it, but you want it, right? So for this example, fries, okay? Or if you need food, you want fries. You need gloves, you want the fancy ones with all the technical stuff. You need a phone, you could just use a little trap phone, a little, you know, little phone that you get from the corner when they say if you have EBT, you can get a free phone, or you could get the top iPhone. It wants and needs. Okay. So the important part for you is to understand your marketplace and your consumer wants and needs. But also let's remember, yes, this is a competition, I guess you could say, with other businesses that have things to offer and you want to do better than them, whatever. I get it. But you also have a specific niche that you work with. And they probably, if you connect with them and create those relationships with them, they may want something from you before they get something from someone else. So that's why it's important to know who your market is, because it may be different. Okay. All right. So we talked about, in order to understand your marketplace and the customer wants and needs, we talked about your market offerings, which are your products, your service, your benefits that satisfy wants and needs of your consumers. We talked about that. And then we talked about market myopia, which I just showed you, but then I covered it up. All right. So does anybody remember from last week what market myopia is?
Nope.
Marketing myopia.
Nope.
Nope. It's okay.
Nope.
It's good that you don't remember, because you don't want this. You do not want this. Okay? Beware of marketing myopia. That's when you, as a business, as a seller, you pay more attention to your products and services than what the customers actually need. So basically, you over here having imposter syndrome about putting something out because you're worried about this and that. And in truth, they would have bought it last week. And you feel like you got to add an extra square to the design. Like, sometimes you just got to let go and just put it out there. It's okay. I experience this sometimes if I create, and I'm working on this myself, but marketing my music. And sometimes, like me as a singer, I'm like, I don't want to put that out. That note was wrong. The delivery wasn't quite there. This, like, I'm at all these internal thoughts. I've already got the content. I already like edited. It's already ready to put out, but I don't like it because my eyebrow makeup on the left side wasn't quite right. or the note was wrong, or my outfit just didn't quite work, or my shoes didn't match properly. And it's like, it's cool to think about that, but you don't have to think about that all the time. If you Beyonce level, that might be more important because people pay more attention to that. Right now, you just need to push your stuff out, right? So if I have marketing myopia, that's me saying I'm so focused on perfecting what I got that I won't even put it out. You won't make anything from that. You can't get value from others. You can't build relationships if you never show them what you got. That's just it. As great as it would be for someone to read minds, it doesn't work like that. So you don't want that. Please, please, please beware of marketing myopia. All right. So boom, we get into 2. This is step 2. This is step 2. This is step 2. Step 2. Step. All right. So the first step, we talked about understanding the marketplace and the customer wants and needs. Boom, I think we have a good understanding of that. We're going to start slowing down a little bit because that was a review. But designing a customer value-driven marketing strategy. So this is where we ended last time, where I don't know why I closed the chat. I'm gonna pick it back up. All right. This is where we talked about what your strategy should ask. So this is where we actually break down and figure out what our market is. So we're asking what customers will we serve and how can we serve those customers best? So those are really 2 important questions. I think I posed these questions last week and I'm not sure if we got a chance to answer them fully. So I do want to see where people are at with that in just a second. But you want to do that. So what I want to do is design a customer value-driven marketing strategy by dividing the market into segments. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Duplicate. All right, so we're gonna divide a G. Okay, I don't know what that is. Divide the market into segments. All right, so what does that mean? Divide the market into segments. It means that the market is full of people. There's a lot of people who can buy a lot of different products. But who are your people? Figuring out who your people are is one of the most essential things. Now, figuring out who your people are, if your business is very authentic to who you are, might be to look around you and see what those people around you like, but it might not be. Your market might not be somewhere that even lives in your city. Your market might not even be someone that likes the same things you like. But apparently, there is a market for you. So you want to divide the market into segments, and then you want to figure out the segment that you go after. In time, you may find that this starts really big and then it's gets smaller and smaller until you find your niche target. Which it doesn't mean that other people outside of that can't get to your stuff. It just means that you're so focused on them and you build those relationships with them that they do the work for you. They end up creating value for you, not only monetarily, but also they create value in that they share with the people around them and then your market grows. Okay. So that kind of goes into the 5th step, which we'll get into later. Okay, so remembering that our value proposition is a set of benefits or values that the business promises to deliver to consumers to satisfy their needs. Okay, so what is valuable or what is beneficial about your business? If you don't know that, you should probably figure it out, because why would I, as a consumer, buy anything from you if I don't know how it's beneficial to me? I don't know how it's valuable. This is my money, right? I got bills to pay. I got things I want from other places. I need to get a new wardrobe. I need to go to the mall. I need to go hang out with my girls. So this money could be used for my little drink or something. Why am I buying your stuff? How is it beneficial to me? So real quick, for those who have a product or a service, Let's have a little brief conversation about what that is. First of all, what is your product or service? Because that's the biggest thing. You know, we can talk business all day, but if you don't actually have a product or service, then this is just a great conversation. So, what is your product or service, and what customers do you serve? And how do you think you can serve those customers best? Or the other way to ask that question is, what is valuable or beneficial about your products for your customers? So, if I could have at least two people talk about, again, what is your product? What customers do you serve? What is beneficial about your product or service? Real quick, I'm gonna stop sharing just for a second because I really want to see y'all.
I'll go.
Okay.
My product is the Netter Knots Scoop. Excuse me. My target market is people who don't like drafty air going past their face, and or people who lose their scarves, earmuffs, hats, their left places. So I created this as a one-piece unit to be multiple use. It is also wearable art. Some of them are loose. You can pull them down over your chest or even wear them over your hips. So they have multiple use as well. And my area would be chilly temperatures. Even though we had warm summer days, those mornings were still hitting 40s and 50s, and the evenings would get chilly. So it's temperature based, if you will. They're also able to be worn as swimsuit cover-ups in the summertime, depending on the different products that I could use to create them. But yes, a multiple use item. So, and it's male, female. It's
unisex.
Yes, thank you. Even though people don't like to use that term anymore, I gotta, whatever. Anyway, because I would like to market to a wider group. But and then also they sell more so by word of mouth, and then I have customer loyalty because they may want colors or they get a new coat. So they, Mama Head, I need a new color to go with my other coat, So I have customer loyalty, and then like I said, word of mouth because people share, and then sometimes people they get stolen from the person, or the person they get them and then their family takes it, so then they'll come and buy another one. So people usually get at least 2 to 3 of these a season. So
good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you, Mama Heck. Have another person.
Let me see. I'm a jewelry and doll artist. My jewelry and my dolls have messages, and I also facilitate and create a space for others to create art. So it's like two different things. Like I do the jewelry, the earrings, basically. I still have other jewelry that is in the process. So it can be one of a kind, something. Really, my products they're all I'm all over the place when I think about it, but basically it's the jewelry, it's the dolls, and it's the creating opportunities for other people to step outside their comfort zone in a relaxing, safe space to create a item of art that they can take home and say, I did that, and relive how they felt, just not having to stress out about whatever. I also make, some household items I'll sprinkle here and there, but they all have my messages, all have my sayings on them at some point. So I like spreading the messages of, remembering who you are and what you're here for. And some of the messages are a little cheeky. I like those too.
Yes, I like those too. Awesome. Thank you. Does anyone else want to share before we move on? Okay. All right, cool. All right, so the next thing I want to get into
Wait,
is
I want to share. I was on mute.
oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, what's the question though?
The question is, what is your product or service? Who is your market? And what's beneficial about it?
Okay, so what's my market? What
Yeah,
am
who
I
are the
selling?
people? Yeah, who are the people that you want to use your products or services, basically?
Oh, everybody.
Okay.
Everybody with a spirit and a soul. And that'd be everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody. So what's the second question?
The second
Everybody.
so what is your service or product?
Giving people access to the anatomy of spirit.
Okay. And what is beneficial about the service that you provide?
It helps you, it supports you in not having the experience of being trapped by anything that happens in life.
I love it. Okay, that's great. My
Okay, and for
comment.
me,
Oh, go ahead.
for
Yes,
me,
yes.
hey, this is Sharonda. Right now, my service would be dance or more so hustle and ballroom. And the market is, anybody that wants to exercise and or have fun and just want to help people lose weight and learn and have a good time.
Awesome, awesome. All
Girl, now
right.
wait a minute, hold on. Where you be having that at? She over there holding out too. I must have joined the holdout crew today. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I take it back. Sharonda, where you be doing
Sharonda.
where your classes at, girl?
I have been doing a pop-up over at the Moneymaker Mondays.
Money making Mondays. What is that?
Uh-huh. They're over on Southfield and Joy Road at the Business Boutique.
Wait a minute, hold on.
I'm supposed to be there Tuesday, but
Business Boutique, you said?
yeah, but I'm working on a class right now. I'm see if I'm gonna be there Tuesday, but I'm gonna try to be there the first Monday of every month. Not this Monday because I'm still in training right now. Monday's the last day. So I haven't set Tuesday in stone yet. So it may be the next month because there's just a lot going on right now. But they can get with me if they want to learn. This class is all around though, but I appreciate the support.
Awesome. See, sharing is caring, and it looks like you already gaining people to add to your market right now. So boom, that's beautiful. Awesome. Okay. All right, cool. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. The next step, let me share my screen again. I gotta share my screen again. I gotta share my screen again. Okay. All right, cool. So the next part is to choose your value proposition by choosing a marketing concept. And so there's 4 marketing concepts that I can share here. Well, actually 5. But there are concepts that I'm going to share here, and you choose which one you think is best out of these. Okay, so you have a production concept, a product concept, a selling concept, a societal marketing concept, and you also have a regular, just a marketing concept in general. All right, so let's get into the razzle dazzle of this all. Like I said, we're going to walk and talk or write and type. Write and type. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. All right, cool. Let me change the font of this because I don't like when it's different fonts. That's not attractive. All right. Boom. All right, so we have a product concept. And a product concept, you are prioritizing availability, and affordability. When you do this, you are focusing on improving production and distribution efficiency. So focusing on production and distribution efficiency. So what does that mean? It means that you are working on how can I make this the cheapest and quickest to access for my market. Now, this is something that may work for some people, but what often happens is you get some really cheap products because they're made quickly. You decide to go through a manufacturing company maybe that just, boom, 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 put together, done. Boom, 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 put together, done. That's kind of like when you get the cheap clothes online, which I do because, I am someone that prioritizes affordability for myself right now. You might get some cheap clothes. The seams might be coming out a little bit. You just bought it yesterday. The shoe heel is like kind of wobbly because it's like they didn't screw that in all the way or glue it in all the way. It might be a pot or pan that rusts easily because they're not really focused on giving you the high quality pan. They're focused on giving you a pan. And so that's the difference between the dollar store and going to, a fancy food place that sells kitchenware. So that's one concept that some businesses may use and that maybe even you decide to use, but keeping in mind there's pros and cons. So while it might be easy to get to because you're able to make a whole bunch of it quickly and it might be affordable, it might have a lot of flaws as well. So yeah, that's that. But then you have your product concept, and that's different from production concept. Okay, so come on, computer. Thank you. Thank you, boo. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste this and change the word because that's what we do. Oh no, baby, that's not what I mean. Hold on. Can I do it like that? Yeah. Okay, I did do it twice. Boom. All right. All right, so we have product concept. Now the product concept prioritizes quality and performance. So this is kind of like the opposite a little bit. So quality and performance, and you focus on product improvements. Okay? So this kind of sounds like something we spoke of before though, and it could end up getting in the way. It was something called marketing. Starts with an M.
Myopia.
Yeah, it was marketing myopia. All right. So the problem with the product concept is you might end up with a little bit of marketing myopia, right? You're like, this gotta be the perfect quality. Can't put it out. I won't put it out because it's not perfect. And it's cool and all, but your market isn't even asking for you to do all of that, So you might need to calm down a little bit. But I'm not saying it's a wrong concept to follow because maybe this is something that works for you in your market. I can't say that it does or doesn't because your market is not my market. But you want to be careful, be wary of market myopia if you're doing a product concept value proposition. Just to remind you, value propositions are your set of benefits or values that your business promises to deliver to consumers to satisfy their needs. So just a reminder, that's what a value proposition is. And just a reminder that these are concepts of value propositions that you can use for your business. Okay, cool. All right, so then we have a selling concept. And a selling concept focuses on promotion. It really focuses on promotion. So, hold on, let me copy and paste this one too. Because you know I do what I do. Hold on, let me get it right, boo. Let me get it right. Okay. I'm actually going to delete that. Prioritizes promotion. All right, so this is where this isn't mentioning anything about the product itself, really. It's just about pushing that product. So you might see people who are like, buy this product from me, and every single day they're posting, buy this product from me. And it's like, oh my goodness, this is kind of annoying, but like I see the product, I kind of want to buy it a little bit. It's helpful when you're doing a large scale selling. So let's say you have a product or service that you are willing to scale to sell on a massive level. So maybe this will be better for a product more than a service, unless you have a team or some type of technological approach that allows you to work with a lot of people at the same time. But this concept is all about pushing it. So it's not about how great the product is, really. It's not really about your love for the product or people's love for the product. It doesn't talk about quality, or it's not even about affordability. It's visible. It's there. You post it so people see it. The downfall with that is a few things. One, there's not a lot of authentic connections sometimes with that, unless you are able to manipulate that in a way where you're promoting to specific markets in different ways, which people have done, and I have to find some examples to show you. The other thing is that you might be pushing a product, and if you haven't done your quality assessment on it, or it's something that's not really affordable, and you keep pushing this product, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have a lot of turnout with people buying the product, or having customers that want to keep buying your product because you're pushing it so much, but it's not really anything there for them. So we have to remember that we are satisfying the consumer's needs when we do these things, when we're looking at things. This is from a business approach. This is only solely from a business approach. Our personal interactions may be different, but this is from a business approach. All right. Then we have a social marketing concept. We almost there, y'all. We almost there, y'all. I promise. I promise. All right. So we have our social marketing concept. I'm going to go ahead and swap this one out. Boom, boom. Social marketing concept. And it prioritizes, I'm going to say it's sustainability. I'm going to use that word. Sustainability. Okay. So it considers consumers or society's long run interest. So something the other day we were talking about, like life insurance. That's something that would be a long-term interest for a lot of people. That's something that they want to be invested in. That's something that they would want to tell their people about. That's something that they want to pass down to their family members. That's something that they want to use with their family members. So you decide to create a product or service and push it out and promote it as something that will be sustainable for you and allow for you to have consumers there for a while. Okay, so that's your goal there. Is it quality? It could be. And most of the time with something like this, a strategy like this, if you want customers to be loyal to you for a long period of time, you probably are going to also want to use quality and everything as well. But this, like I said, this is a long run thing. So are you going to be able to push out a lot of product? Maybe, but your goal isn't to get as many people as possible. It's to get as many loyal people as possible. Okay. And lastly, there's a fifth concept here, and this one is just the overall marketing concept. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. And this one is where you are achieving organizational goals, and it depends on knowing the needs and wants of target markets and delivering the desired satisfaction better than competitors. All right, so this one I gave a really long explanation, and you are prioritizing consumer satisfaction. And this is overall consumer satisfaction. Because this is not to say that affordability isn't something that's satisfying or that quality isn't something that's satisfying, but this is overall satisfaction. Yeah. And basically you're just delivering desired satisfaction better than competitors. So this is where you're not saying I gotta be the absolute best product to my standards all the time. Like you're gonna do your best. I'm not saying don't do your best. Please don't take that wrong. That's not what I mean. I'm saying you don't want to have marketing myopia. So you're gonna do the best that you can do within your will. And you're also gonna look at your competitors and see where they're at. And you're just gonna go ahead and just be like, all right, I'm doing my best, but I'm gonna put out what I can put out just a little bit better than them for now. And you can always come back and redevelop it, restructure it, make it even better. That's beautiful. That's how you have loyal customers. But your goal is just to be better than your competitors, put out a product that's sellable, it works. Okay. You also with this is thinking about not reinventing the wheel either. So it allows you to take a look at what other companies are doing and see what works for your niche. Okay, so you have your production concept, your product concept, selling concept, societal marketing concept, and your marketing concept. Now, out of those, which ones do you think, or which one do you think is the best? Which one do you think is the best approach?
Okay, put it back up there again.
Sure. Let me share it. Yes, yes, yes. All right, hold on. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see all of the approaches.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, let's see here. The best approach to getting your stuff out there?
The best approach to gaining value for yourself, for your business.
I don't know. I think you need a little bit of all of that.
That's true.
I think you need a little bit of all of that. Because it seems like if any one of those are missing, you might have a little lopsided. It'll be a little lopsided.
Yeah.
That's what I see about that.
Yep. So you're right. These are all important. These are all necessary. And truthfully, and I think they did this in the book, the way they explained it as well. They say the marketing concept is the best one, but in truth, the marketing concept holds a lot of these ideals in there. And it's just really all about, it's really all about balancing those things. That's the biggest thing. So, and not only about balancing, but also going back to what is your product or service and who is your market and how do you best serve them? Now, if your market is somebody who is like, I just want something cheap and quick, then when you spend 20 hours on a design, that's not quick enough. That might not be quick enough for them. They don't want to design a 20-hour design t-shirt. They just need a t-shirt to put on. Just make a t-shirt. Just give them something to put on. They just need cloth. So that might be a production concept where they just need something quick and easy. That might work for your market if your market is that way. So it's really understanding your market. And that's why marketing concept is technically considered the best one, because it's prioritizing consumer satisfaction. And not only you, but you have a good idea about who your consumers are, or at least you should, and they can be satisfied. And you can approach that in whatever way makes the most sense.
Dolly.
Okay. Yeah.
It seems like that one that one addresses everybody, the consumer and the creator. So it's an overall a full circle, whatever.
Yeah. Because you don't want your business to die off. You want to definitely continue to have loyal consumers. All right. So quick little break. Quick little break from the marketing. Quick little break from the marketing. I asked some questions when we first opened up today. And because we finished step 1 and step 2 of marketing, and I do want to get into step 3, but before we get into step 3, I just need I want to hear from y'all about your business and your goals, but specifically, how does spirit help you to make these decisions with your business and your goals? Because we're learning a lot, right? And this is great. You know, there's books on this, right? It's like we can pick which strategy we're gonna use and all of that. But there's also more to it that people ain't always talking about, and that is definitely the spiritual side to it. Because most of these businesses would not function if somebody did not get up in the morning, meditate or pray or stretch or do something and get their mind right so that they could really handle these business endeavors. So we talked about the concepts of customer value-driven marketing strategies. Let's talk about the concepts of spiritual-driven business strategies. So, some of the questions I put in the chat earlier, and I'm going to re-put them in the chat. This is a conversation piece now.
Okay, I can speak on that.
Yeah.
As far as spirituality on my business, every day that we have our meetings, we used to have our meetings every day, 7 days a week for like 2 years straight. Now we don't have them every single day, but every single day we include God into our business. So we're either praying at the beginning of the business meeting or we're praying after the business meeting. And then we also, each one of us, there's 3 of us, we always tell God 5 things that we're grateful for in our personal life, and also 5 things that we are grateful for in our business life. And I think just keeping God before our business is why we've been able to be still here, you know, and scaling. We're scaling, it's stable. We've been able to pay every single last one of our bills. And I know it's all because God, we include him in our business. I have prayers all around me, and we say our prayers every day that we have our business. And I think it is so crucial because we're asking God for so much that it's going to take him. It's going to take God to manifest everything that we want. So we know we can't do it without him. So I think spirituality is just very key to everything in your life, not, you know, but especially business.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I like that. I like that you shared that, and I appreciate that. I also like the 5 what was it? 5 good things. What was it? 5
five things. Tell God 5 things that you're grateful for in your personal life, and then we also will share 5 things that we're grateful for in our business. So it's 3 of us, so we would do that every single meeting. Every single meeting.
Mm-hmm. So, what question I was about to ask to follow up with that? Okay, so how do you think God, the Spirit of God, moves with that? Since you do that every meeting, how does it help you as you're making your business plans or working with your partners or whatever those days? How does that lead? How does he lead?
Well, I think that by us doing that, it makes sure that we are on the same page. I think that just gratitude is the multiplier for more. So I've always been like that for, I think ever since, I guess I was in college. You know, I just always think that you should tell God what you're thankful for, grateful for. Why would he give you more if you're not even grateful for what you currently currently have. And I think it's a time for us to like spend some time with him, and prayer is key. I just think prayer is key, and to include God in your life. Like, how can you lose when you involve in him and you asking him to lead you? He's the head of the business. So I just feel like, how can we lose?
I like
And
that. I like that.
And it brings closeness, and just including God in your business as well as in your life. To me, it's just what's been helping us. Like, we've been given opportunities that I know we wouldn't have been able to get if he wasn't in the midst of our business plan, and even asking him to guide us, to give us the proper words to speak, to say when we're doing certain things. We just feel good, like, just feel good having a business with integrity, morals, values, and he just constantly send people our way. So I just think that's been the key force for us being able to survive during the pandemic and out, because a lot of people have not survived, and they're not, and we have everything that we need. Like, literally, sometimes how we going to do certain things, and it just comes. Like, it feels good to know that we've been able to pay every single last bill that we've had. Like, and we're not growing at the pace that we would like, but we know just to enjoy every moment. It just gives you courage to just stay in the game, That's what it does. It helps us just to stay in the game and know all is well. Everything is going to work out for the business. So no matter what it looks like.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for that. I wanted to share, we're talking about strategies, spirituality, and things like that. And in Buddhism, there's a strategy of the Lotus Sutra. I wanted to just read this little piece. It says, the practice of chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo drives out from our hearts cowardice, carelessness, arrogance, and all of our negative tendencies that keep us locked in a deepening cycle of suffering. By chanting, we break free from this cycle and gain hope and confidence to strive and win in the ongoing battle against our own delusions and fears. The strategy of the Lotus Sutra, making positive use of everything, is the driving force that dynamically propels us towards victory. What's more, the true benefit of consistently and confidently employing the strategy of the Lotus Sutra is developing a strong, resilient life filled with courage that not only refuses to be defeated by any obstacle, but also shines all the more brightly the greater the obstacles we face. And that was huge. I mean, it's just a couple paragraphs, but that was really like, that's a strategy. That's a business strategy right there. It's basically faith, right? And that's regardless of what your practice is. Faith and is really what's going to be the driving force here for you in your decisions. It's talking about removing cowardice, carelessness, and arrogance from your heart. If you're running a business, you can't be a coward. You can't be careless because you lose it. It can't be arrogance because you get humbled real quick. So, having this strategy, this faith strategy, this focus, this consistent, faith and prayer and like this is a strategy that actually does work so that you can win against those obstacles. And the other thing that stood out to me was making positive use of everything. That is amazing to me because you might find a strategy that you think works for you in marketing.
Could you repeat what you just said?
You want me to reread it, or you want me to repeat just
what you said about the strategy? The strategy of what?
Oh, the strategy of the Lotus Sutra, making positive use of everything. Yeah.
The last thing that you was pointing out.
I'm
sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, Dolly. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to tell something. I think I was saying the faith, having the faith in chanting and prayer, it drives out the cowardice and carelessness and arrogance, that part.
Okay, good. Yeah, and what about after that? Because once you'll get humbled quickly, And then after that, you said something.
Okay, 'cause you can't have arrogance because you get humble quickly, and it's the prayer. I don't know, but I would say along the lines of it's really that faith practice, um, and that consistency in our faith that really helps us to remove those things that would stop us in our businesses. And I was explaining that we could have a marketing strategy. We could choose a marketing strategy and find that maybe it doesn't work the way that we would like it to work, or it doesn't uplift our values in a certain way, we have to change it, or whatever the case is, we can make positive use of everything. And when you look at it like that, there's not really failing in your business. There's opportunities for growth, there's opportunities for learning, there's opportunities. And so you can, you will, you must, you got to be ready, you got to be willing, got to be able. Use those things as leverage. And when you can look at it that way, you're gonna have a successful business, whatever success is defined as. You'll have a successful business. So I wanted to share that in regards to how spirit moves in your business or goals. Any other input? I do have some more questions in the chat that you can choose from to answer this question. But really, we're looking at how spirit, or how your spirituality, how your religion, how whatever, how your faith practice, how that is used to propel your business forward. So how does spirit move in your business or goals? How does spirit lead in your passion and purpose building? What ways does spirit answer these questions as you walk in your purpose with your business? And what motivation does spirit provide you on your journey? These are just some questions I want you to think about. Maybe answer if you can.
For spirit leading in the passion and purposes and passion and purpose building.
I just want to know why you whispering today.
I'm feeling very. I don't feel like I'm whispering, Reverend.
Okay, we can hardly hear you though.
Okay, I'll turn it up.
What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you today? What's the matter?
I'm recovering.
What you recovering from? You know I'm nosy, so I don't even know why you playing.
It's okay.
What you recovering from? Stop playing, mama head.
I'm breathing, Rev. Let me get it together. This is different me today, okay?
I'm trying to find out who this diva is and see if I need to beat her up or something and get the real mama.
Not quite hungover, but
do I need to beat her up or something and have the real mama head come out?
I had a few sips last night. I was being
Oh, well, tell us the real deal. Your ass hung over.
That's what I said. Didn't I
talking about it's a.
You was talking while I was talking. That's why you didn't hear me.
Okay, but wait a minute. Talking about it's a different me. Yeah, the hung over you. The hell.
Okay, I don't want to do too. My stomach.
I know, girl. You about to throw up? Don't throw up on my cue.
No, Reverend, don't put that. You could keep that over there with you. I'm not doing that chucking. Now I'm taking care of my business.
Now, Mama Head showing up. Okay, we might be able to work with this because I don't know who that other girl is.
Wants to be present today.
Okay. Well, listen. It's the first time.
About the spirit.
Wait a minute. Hold on. It's the first time. Okay. Well, it's the first time Okay, well, let me just say it's the first time I've met her. So I just have to get used to her. I'm not used to her. Shit.
I'm sorry. Was I too loud?
It was wonderful because sometimes it's good when other people are excited. I love it when other people are excited.
Okay.
You enjoyed it to get that hangover.
This is my Chrome. This is my elder Chrome, Reverend Omani. This is the Chrome talking today, okay? I'm
girl.
Okay, so the spirit leading in passion and purpose. For me, it is the desire to want to share a craft that you have and been gifted, or because my grandmother taught me how to crochet. And I always would crochet one item. I would make this purse every year with the same ball of yarn and the same thing. And I would take it loose the next year and redo it and put it away. And this was a thing that I did. And then one day a friend of mine came through and started crocheting, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could sit, I could be quiet. I was like, that was a turn for me. So then to begin to create things in that stillness and quietness, that to me, that was my spirit saying, hey, you got this gift, go ahead and share it, because other people started asking, for the scoops. So that's how that began. So it's yeah, like Lakeisha said, the gratitude for being able to do this and bless other people with it. My path. That's how spirit led in my passion and purpose. Yeah.
So, Mama Hat, what I'm interested to know, because sometimes, spirit will put you in a position where you have to expand and your market expands on its own. And you gotta be prepared to figure out the strategies that you'll use to put out your quality products and to get all the people that want your product and everything. And then sometimes you have a small market and you have to work to build that market on your own. So I'm not sure what your goals are, but I'm curious to know. Um, do you know, like, is your market expanding seemingly out of your capacity yet? Or is your goal is to grow that, or do you want to keep it kind of small? Like you just want to.
Because it's a hobby, I want to keep it at the level it's at. A lot of people that make big orders, they tell me, you have the time. Don't be concerned about that. They give me that. So I've been blessed to have people come at me like that. So it's been good for me, because like I said, I only like to do this. I only do this in the fall and spring. One lady was like, you can crochet all summer, and I was like, yeah, I can, but I ride my bike. But then I thought, when I stop, I can still crochet, but it don't happen until it gets chilly. It's a fall thing for me. And because I do so many other things, I don't sit with stuff, for a long time. I'm off to the next. So I've learned how to work through that. So I let people know that it's a hobby, and I'm really, because Haru even said, well, why don't you get people to help you crochet? I said, but it won't have the energy of me in it if somebody else does it. I don't. It's right now. I want it to. It's staying how it is. People work with me based on how, and they tell me, they say, Mom Head, don't worry about the time thing, and I'll end up getting it done real quick. I don't. It's a weird how that relationship works. It's weird, but yeah. Once they give me something to do, I'm like, I'm going. Like when we went to Tuskegee last year for homecoming, I made like 6 of them while we were down south, just shelling them out, because people like, I want one before I go, and it was I did it. So that was weird, but it happened. So I like to keep it how it is. I want to. It's an intimate relationship with these creations for me.
Interesting. Do you think, I know I put you on the spot,
No,
but
bring it.
okay. Do you think you'll be in position? Really? Okay, I like what I'm saying is I like your scarves. I know a lot of people like your scarves. I know scarves exist. Your scoops. I'm sorry, scoops.
All right.
Correct me. Thank you. That's your product is the scoop. It's a scoop. Okay. But I like your scoop, and a lot of people like your scoops. And no, they're not the only scoops that probably exist. I'm sure there are others. However, I could see, depending on what your kind of strategy is and how you move in your business, I could see how it could end up being a lot of people wanting your product at the same time. So, one, not that you can tell this because you wouldn't know. Spirit gotta let this happen. But do you think that spirit will place you in that position where you have so many orders? Like a lot of orders at one time that you got to get out in a certain period of time? And how do you think you would allow spirit to lead you in that process? Your hands and your hands, you're just gonna work. You're gonna get to work. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
What she say? What she say?
She said it with her fingers. She's gonna get to work. She's gonna use her hands and put them to work.
That's
Can
what
I say
spirit.
something? Can I say
Yeah.
something
ma'am.
about what she?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I say something about what she said?
Mm-hmm.
It will never get any bigger than what it is because how she speaks about it. She speaks about it like it's a hobby, it's intimate. I like to keep it small. That's how she speaks about it. So that's how, what you speak about is what you bring about.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And
So
that's why it's working.
that's
for me.
why
That's how it
and
is.
then how she speaks about it is like I don't know what spirit be doing. Right. I love it. I love it. So this is so great. I don't know spirit did something. Right. So how she speaks about it is how it's going to determine how it
Mhm.
is. So she speak about it like she don't know. So the universe said, okay, well, you don't know, I don't know either. Okay, let's keep it moving then.
That's good.
I think the intimacy and the scale is where I'm comfortable. So
Yeah.
maybe that's good for me.
Okay, so then that's a powerful way of saying it. The intimacy and the scale is what I prefer. Now that is so powerful, and I'm so clear because the other way you were talking about it is like, okay, well, this is good, and if it happens this way, that's fine. Can y'all see, can y'all hear the difference?
Yeah, and my tummy, okay. And thank you, Ralph, for sharing.
Yeah, it's just how you're saying it.
I told you I'm hung. Okay. Anyway.
No,
yes.
no. I know you hung over, but yeah, I know you hung over.
I'm with
you. Yeah.
One thing I think that you're doing good at then, knowing your market, knowing how large you want your market to be, knowing what your current capacity is. What you're not doing is doing the production concept of value proposition. And that's where you prioritize availability and affordability. That would be making as many as possible just so people can get access to them quickly and you don't really care what the quality is. That's not you. And you define that. That's not you. You prioritize quality and performance, but not over prioritizing it to the point where you don't give your stuff out or share about it. So that's not you either. That's good. That's good. You're not just prioritizing promotion where you're just like, I'm gonna keep telling you that I make these all the time. You gotta know I make it. I mean, you
Oh
do.
my God. Oh my God, don't make me scream, Lolly.
But
that is so funny.
Though? You know what's crazy though is that I do have a lot. There are a lot downstairs. I need a room for the yarn and the ones that I've made. So I'm glad that I branched off because Juanita was one who she was like, Mama Het, don't you want to come vend at my, and I didn't see myself as a vendor, but I went on and did it last year, and I've been doing that. I've done that more. I've done that period because I didn't used to vend. It was only at home and here, and if people see them on the internet or they see friends with them, that's how they were going. And they really started off as spiritual connections because my girlfriend's grandmother passed, and she asked me to make a throw. I was like, I don't make throws. No, she asked me for a blanket. I was like, I don't make blankets. And I said, but I'll make a big ass, I call them a big ass scarf, a big A scarf, where they're really large and just obnoxious. And so I made one and I put some things on there for her to remember her grandmother with and everything. So some of them are in that way. They're spiritual. I don't know what to call them. I'll get that word. They're spiritual creations as well. So, and then her mother and her great aunt also got one out. And I'm making these, they're like 9 feet long and maybe 7 feet. I don't know how many feet wide, but maybe as big as this, maybe as wide as this thing here.
Okay, so it sounds like your business is crocheting. Your main product is your scoops. And you also have other products and services that where you would consult with them and see what they need and make something according to what they need. So, and you're saying it's intuitive or it's a spiritual portion of it. So that's also a service. You need to be able to connect with them in that way. And so you limit the amount of people within your market for the type of people in your market and what they need. So your marketing concept is there. I just looking at it, like, I know it is a hobby, and I'm not saying you have to force it into making it like a really super structured business, but that is an opportunity to do that. There is one there, and you can still keep it within your capacity, with your comfortability to the most part, because you are creating that. Hey, this is what I do. This is what I have. I have 120 scarves. 120 scoops. I'm gonna get it right. I got 120 scoops available in these colors. Here are the pictures of them. You can buy them. When they're out of stock, they're out of stock. When I restock, you can buy some more. And you control that for yourself. But that's still a functioning business and potentially lucrative, or at least if not super lucrative, it creates value for you in some way or another. So it's just a way to think of it. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but
No,
also
I
like
needed that, Lolly. It's totally. I need that. I need that type of love. Thank you. You and Ray.
yeah,
Thank you both.
May
yeah,
I ask a question?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so when I was at the Fisher building, it was she went through Tech Town and she has a store, and her business is called Yarn Nerds. So one of the things I noticed that what she does, she also teaches. So people would come to her store and she would teach. Have you ever thought about teaching? How to crochet,
So
how to yarn?
I'm so
I would be willing for that. People have asked me and said that they wanted to, but that didn't go any further. I don't know if I'm the crochet teacher, but I'm willing to find out. I'm willing to find out. So yeah. Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
It's a yes.
It's a yes for me.
It's a yes.
Awesome. Okay. So we have about 10
Okay.
minutes left.
And y'all
I
know,
just want to say
I'm
real fast.
nail, but
Oops, oops, oops.
Keisha and Mama Head and anybody that got their stuff ready. Actually, I met a lady at the Moneymaker Monday that she has a shop at I think like Laurel Park Place or something, and she lets people bring their products in there and set up. So, if anybody's interested, y'all can get with me, and maybe y'all could be some of my iron to help me get going.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
That
Look,
going to
we
the
got
mall,
vending
that going to the
opportunity.
mall. That's
Yeah, I just want to say that, over the course of being with Elizabeth, I realized I don't have to do everything. I just have to find a team. I just have to accumulate a team to do
mm-hmm.
the grunt work, and then I can do the creative side.
Right.
So it's just, asking spirit to bring me those people. And I really want to work with young kids who just, they can help me create my base products, like for instance, like painting fabric, or um making a tile out of polymer clay, because I like to use those pieces. If you saw in some of the make and takes, I have little tile pieces. And then they're able to oh, I need to do this, or I can do this and sell this and make earrings or make pins, or and then I can give them a little starter kit to they can do their own thing, but help me create my stash of stuff that I just
Yeah.
can go grab from.
Definitely.
So with that, and then because I have projects that I want to delve into. Like I have some leather pieces that I would like to make one of a kind earrings. I don't know if it'll be a pair. It may not be one earring, I'm good at that. Like one earring. But yeah, so that's what and then I can concentrate on just putting together. And then I could teach. Yeah, I could teach because I would love. I'm gonna do a video on just how I make my ear wires because I don't like buying ear wires in bulk because they're too small. You know how they're so small, and and I like a certain backing, and I like them so that they don't pull apart from the earring. Like if you're taking off your sweater and you got your earrings on, they pull apart. My earrings do not come apart. So,
Right.
yeah. So just yeah. It's just organized. I feel like I have like 80, like what ADD, like just so many things, and there's so much to do. It's so much art to create. It's so much. It's so much. And I keep adding to it, and I need to slow my roll on that part. But anyway.
I don't know. You need to slow down because you create value for yourself when you're creating your art. So I think as you continue to make your art as much as you want to create your art. Now, the business portion of it is really just figuring out again your market and then what do you want to sell to them. So if there's something specific that you want to sell to them that you want to recreate over and over again, you can. Or you can be the person who has unique pieces that you sell. Which I personally, in my opinion, I don't know, but I would suggest to continue making your art. I don't think there's a reason to slow down on making your art. I don't think so.
Thank you. But I think the reoccurring stuff, I need to section that. What is that? Have other people do that for me, and they get some sort of compensation, monetarily, of course, be part of it, and then I can do the creative part, just like finding someone to do the cooking and the prepping, so I don't have to do that. I want to ask the question: does anybody know of a place? I'm sure there are places, but where you can go for like 2 weeks and just you can detox, but have somebody else make the stuff for you, and all you do is be in nature and meditate. That's where I want to go. Yeah, because I really feel like I need a complete detox, even if 2 weeks a month, however long.
I don't know. I mean, I want to go to Thailand. Now that might be a far reach for what you're talking about at the moment, but I know that they got something out there. I like Thailand. I wish I could give you a better answer. I don't know. I would love to know if there's someone someone out there. I know someone is doing it somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere, yes. I know, people who have, I don't know whether it's just cancer or what, but the Gerson method, I know they have a place where you can go and stay and then be on that program and learn about that stuff. I remember that, but I said there's got to be a place where you can just go, and you have these meals and these smoothies prepared for you, Yes, so, you have somebody, like massages and stuff like that, and all you do is the relaxing stuff. And then, when you come back, your body is refreshed, and
That sounds like a holistic spa. Is there a
yeah.
holistic spa?
Sounds like
I
Valley to
know
me.
that's what Lakeisha. I know that's what Lakeisha wants to create, right, Lakeisha? Something like that.
Yes, like a
Yeah.
healing spa. Yes. With Sephoji music, meditation music, while you breathing and taking care of your respiratory system and your lungs, cleaning it out. Flotation therapy, which is amazing.
Oh, flotation therapy. Oh, that sounds good.
Don't some retreats do that for relaxation? And
Oh, heck yeah. They got one here. They got one here where you could go get in the Epsom salt bath. They put almost a pound of Epsom salt in the water and just let you soak. You can go in the infrared therapy. I want all of that. Y'all just making my body go, okay, I'm behind. You behind. You behind.
Flotation device too, or is that a different space? Do they do the
I don't know. I don't know.
flotation therapy?
All of that. Oh, I need all of that. My body is like,
if you could get that information and put it in the chat.
Okay, I'll ask my girlfriend. She go all the time.
Yeah, I'd love to know where that is.
I think Danielle did go to one, but I don't know. Was it in Detroit?
I know she goes to King Spa, but I mean someplace where, yeah. I wouldn't mind doing it for a day or what, but I want someplace where I can go.
Stay for a while. Get away for real. That would be a nice I don't know if I'm the one to carry this out, but you know, whoever is a willing vessel, let them do this. I think it'll be great to have like you said, a week, 2 weeks or something where you rent out maybe a house, an Airbnb, whatever, and then there's certain spa vendors. So like if they have acupuncture, they have the smoothie person, the herbalist or whatever, who are all there, like everybody's functioning in some capacity. And then like you have people who are there to just be a part of the experience as well, which could be you. And then you're able to get all of these services, but it's like each day is something different and you can kind of do your own little detox. That would be interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
The
I bet you
detox.
there's someplace like that going on.
Detox getaway.
Like
yeah. Holistic detox giveaway. Getaway.
That's good.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
That's a real good one, Lolly.
Because we all know people in these industries.
But what you'd have to do is though you'd have to get that cost. See what the cost of the place. Okay, first getting there. Is it going to be any cost for people to get there? The lodging, how much the lodging is going to cost. Okay, and then you have to really figure out how many people can go there inside of the lodging. With that many people, you'd have to have like the cost of services in there. Like how much each service, how many services you're going to have and how much each one is going to cost, and give you the average cost of doing something like that.
Didn't somebody come over here that has a place out somewhere? And
no, they was talking about that ranch one time, going up to the ranch, somebody's ranch. That was Danielle. Had some kind of ranch you could go to.
Yeah.
Sounds like Idlewild. Little Idlewild, holistic Idlewild.
Well, does Idlewild, what kind of lodging do they have at Idlewild?
Well, that's a motel.
And cottage.
There's a motel, and then the place where we did the event, that's not conducive to what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Unless they have another building on that property out there that's bigger. I couldn't see it happening there. Unless they have like a bigger building. I think that's their biggest building, isn't it?
Well, I mean, there's so many buildings over there. I don't remember, but like if people stayed in different cottages, they could provide different services, and we could do a round robin, if you will. You know, because we had 3 houses that sat right next to each other, and somebody, you know, if you want to do maybe bathing, if there's a nice tub in the one space, you could do the soaking and the blah 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 in that one. This one could be acupuncture. You could get your massage on, your little water therapy outside at the different cottage. You know, you could put that together if you provide those people stay in those places. You can have, they feature their specialty in each home. You know what I mean? That would work too.
You're like creating a community of resource of these holistic resources for the week. You can go to one each day.
Yeah, around.
And then maybe the meals could be all in like one of the spaces.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the meals part.
Yeah, we gotta eat now. Got to get some
food. Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is an idea. This is a really great idea. It's not an impossible idea. It just has to be a very well thought out plan of action.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Well, with that being said, it is 10:02. Time is flown. And
Hey,
I'm really excited.
y'all know, are there any sweat lodges around? Huh?
My
Oh,
friend used to have one in their backyard, and they moved. They left. Oh my God, they used to have one in the backyard. Oh my
yeah, they I remember yeah, and her the one I went to, it was too claustrophobic for me. And I was still ministrating back then. So it was like, oh, I can't stay. I was even near the door and I couldn't stay in there. But I know there's places I know it was out in Oak Park, like out there where the zoo is. It was out
God.
there in
We
that
can check
area
with
Mm.
between
Ayana.
the 10 mile, between 9 and 11 mile. It
Mm-hmm.
was over in that area behind
Hey, Mama Evelyn, we can check
behind
with
health
Mama
food stores and
Mama
stuff.
Ayana. She does,
Yeah, she would
she
know.
does a Sacred Black get down, so we could, I could call and check with her and see.
Yes.
I like
Okay,
that.
y'all, I gotta go. I love
She
y'all.
might
I'm out.
know the other
Yeah,
places too. Okay, have a good time, Rev.
Okay, bye.
All right. I
Take
think
pictures.
it might be good for us all to go ahead and get ready for our days. I know I got a long day ahead, so
I'm
yes.
gonna go put up some blinds. I'm getting like my handy Andy.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So with that being said, oh yeah, give yourself a hug. Mm. Hugging yourself every day is such a beautiful thing. And then hug the world. Hug the world.
Look at those snuck in arms, y'all. Mm.
And sprinkle all the love and goodness and
Yes,
Happy
all the love,
Queen.
all the goodness,
Look
all
at
the wonderful
Queen.
strategies. I can, I will, I
Hallelujah.
must. I can, I will, I must. Yeah. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful day, weekend. See y'all soon.
You did your team proud.
Okay.
What'd you say?
What'd you say?
Good job, Lolly. You did your team proud.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. Bye bye.